in there. 100 subscribers, we made it. I told you lot we could do it. 100 subscribers, although technically it's now 103. Thank you guys so much. Could not be happier. What a result. Yes! We finally got there. Thanks to you lot all watching. Oh my God, this is fantastic. Oh, finally. And wow. After 3 years, cannot believe it. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. Now, if you've just joined us today, I thank you very much because it is officially the 100 subscriber special, so yes! Anyway, might not be much of a celebration, and I'm sure that really short sketch at the start of it was pretty terrible anyway, but it was my first attempt. But anyway, that's actually amongst my ideas of what we're going to get into, but as I say, we'll get into that later. So 100 subscribers. Couldn't see it coming, or I didn't really see it coming, so fair to say, I'm just about as surprised. But apart from hitting 100 subscribers, I also want to sit down and just chat with you guys before we start looking at some stuff on my channel. So, first of all, the state of the channel. So, I currently am getting on with the vlogging side of things, but I'm also trying to think about other things, like some more entertaining videos. I've even started thinking about things like, I've thought about doing some skits or sketches on this channel. So that should be pretty interesting. Now, I'm not entirely sure, but if you guys are on board with that, be sure you drop a comment down below and be sure to leave a thumbs up. Sorry, if you guys are watching this and you see me scratching my nose a ton, my nose is very itchy. Anywho, so let's go ahead and jump in. So apart from that, I also have considered collaborating again. I have been trying to get in contact with a few people. Again, it is tricky because obviously our schedules can overlap and sometimes we're just doing different things on different days and whatnot and all that sort of stuff. And of course, it is getting tricky, but we are trying. And when I say we, I mean me and Ryan, as well as me and Steph. But anyway, so apart from doing collaborations, I've also considered doing some challenges, and those are also to do with the collaborations. But we'll see. But those are anyway, that's to do with all the collaborations. But anyway, so today's video, I'm actually going to go through my channel, which currently I'm on right now. In fact, I've got a complete and utter live view feed of it. And I want to scroll down and I want to show you that the top 3 videos, like these ones here, the top 3 right here is the Flip Out Ashford in first person. Now this one is quite interesting because I made this 2 years ago and it's at 3,068 views. Like, this video is ridiculous. If it wants to go full screen, come on. I mean, look at that quality though. It's just unbelievable. So yeah, the quality of this was not brilliant. I mean, it's very grainy because this was actually filmed on a Hero 5, a GoPro Hero 5, and that's the vital thing. Now, she's actually quite cool. Now, this girl here actually wrote a post about me once. It was my impressions video. She said she really enjoyed it, but she's lovely. Her name's Amber, by the way, but she's happy. She's got a happy life. Don't really see it much, though. So, yeah, this actually, I found this bit very awkward because this was actually a time the trampoline park was so empty. I think I was amongst about 4 or 5 other people in there, but the main arena was actually closed at the time of making that video. But fair to say, I had a great time there. Like, this was probably about 6 months into the making of Flip Out. Like, literally 6 months after it opened, this was filmed. And I do believe this actually might have been uploaded near my birthday. Like, I think it was about I do believe I was about 18 or 19 during this. I can't really remember, but it was epic. And oh my god, I'm still rocking the old fingerless gloves. Not today though, not today. Yeah, no, they're very good at letting you have cameras with you. Like compared to Gravity, like Gravity never lets you have any sort of like Like, gravity never ever lets you use your camera in there. It's stupid. They say one reason was because of fear of like choking. How can you choke on a GoPro or a Canon AED? Just explain that, please. And this is actually where I first landed I think it was my first ever front 180 on a trampoline. Like, I was like, oh my god, I can actually do this. But that's as much as I'll show at the moment. But fair to say, that was kind of like it was like a retribution in a way. Like, I found it so amazing. Like, I loved this. This video definitely took off very quickly. Like, suddenly, in give or take about, it probably took about a couple of days, but then suddenly it reached 100 views. And I was like, oh, okay, this is actually going good. Like, 100 views was like, you know, my general standard. And then one day, about a week later, it reached 400. I was like, oh my god, this thing's actually gone viral. But 3,000 views, like, over the course of 2 years, I mean, for a channel my size, I'd say that's pretty incredible. And I want to say thanks to every single one of you who's been watching that. And nearly 30 likes on it. I mean, unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. So then on to the next one. We've got my Corfu holiday. Now, this one was a bit bipolar, because originally I was making it and then I sort of took a bit of a layoff from it. Like, I didn't really bother working on it for a while, because I just suddenly got very bored. And that's the thing, is whenever I'm making a video and it seems to be taking too long to make because I want to make it so brilliant, it doesn't come out how I wanted it. But this actually came out better than I expected, and it's done so well. And I mean, like, the like to dislike ratio, it doesn't really affect me that much. Originally, I was actually going to vlog a lot out there, but because I think because at the time, I only had a GoPro and a phone. And a little story here, this holiday, my phone broke. And that's why, well, originally I had an iPhone SE, so quite an old one. And I mean, this was like 2 years ago in the making, but back then, an iPhone SE would have been considered almost like, you know, it was not the best phone, but it did the job. Like, this bit here, this actual segment here is filmed with the iPhone SE. But anyway, let's go ahead. So this is my Corfu holiday video, and it basically is just like how it sounds. It's literally just a video about me going to Corfu, but let's go ahead. So this bit here is actually filmed with my iPhone SE, and obviously this was actually the last time I ever actually used it. After that, like, I think the day after we got there, it then broke. So annoying, and fair to say, it was not good for me, because I ended up having to use my dad's iPad. Well, obviously I didn't use it to film, but I mean, that would be one hell of a setup, you know, going, hey guys, on a tablet. But no, it would have been stupid if I'd have done that. Anyway, let's skip ahead a little bit, because pretty much all of this is as you see. And actually, here we go. This bit, actually, some people actually said to me, even my dad said, this bit looked incredible. I actually wholeheartedly agree, because the quality out of this one, now this is on a Hero 6, by the way, so Hero 6 is a step up from the Hero 5. It improved the stabilization, but going slow motion, it still was about as rockety as, you know, using a flip phone. But as far as I can tell, you know, in terms of quality, I'd say that was pretty well done. Like, people have been hitting me up about this, saying, you know, it's incredible, you know. Even the Mozongi Beach Hotel actually once messaged me saying, you know, oh, well done, this looks really good. And I was like, oh, thank you guys, like, we're glad to have spent our holiday there. But anyway, so yeah, this bit was kind of a bit like, I actually wanted to like transition like that and be like, yeah, this is like, you know, me going to the pool. Oh, now we're in the sea. Like, I just wanted to transition very quickly from going into the pool to in the sea, because the sea there was so crystal clear. May not look it on camera, but that's because it was a Hero 6 and it wasn't like the clearest camera underwater, but it worked. It worked fantastically well. And yeah, here I just saw some fish. In fact, I actually remember seeing a fish. I think it was a grouper, and it was even thicker than my arm. Like, it was massive. And it was just going, hop, 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 hop. Seriously, It was so good this holiday. Here I'm just going to move on from this bit because it's getting a bit boring. We're going to get to the serious business. Here we go. Ready? Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, this is the music that really gets people going and think, oh god, something's going to happen. Yeah, dramatic walk forwards. Yeah, okay. Anyway, I know I'm skipping over this a lot, but it's because there are points of this that, you know, it probably doesn't make any sense. But the thing is, this thing here was probably the highlight. It genuinely was so much fun. And all this music, by the way, is non-copyrighted, so no need to worry about me getting any copyright strikes. Anyway, so yeah, basically we were just being towed by a boat, and the thing kept swinging round, and genuinely, this thing was actually attached to my wrist, and, well, you can see how shaky it is, but if I had it at 60 frames a second, I reckon it would have been nice and smooth. Oh, here they are, yeah. Those are the three I went with. That's my dad, Charlotte, and Philippa. It definitely was a fun holiday, I had to say. I mean, actually, I forgot to say this. I'm actually going there again this year, all the way up in July, August. I cannot wait. But of course, I'll be bringing this up in the next video, by the way, so yeah. But anyway, I think that's enough of that one. Like, I mean, to be fair, you kind of get the gist of it. It's basically just a day out in the really scorching hot heat, or the scorching hot summer. That's probably better. But we were out there in the scorching hot heat of the summer, out in Corfu, and it literally was one of the best holidays you could ever ask for. Like, the hotel staff were amazing, the food was brilliant, and everything was just as I wanted it. Now, the next one is actually another Flip Out Ashford video, but I'm actually not going to look at that one. I'm going to look at this one down here. This one actually got very good views, but obviously it's not in the top 3. It's actually the one just below. It's number 4. Now, the reason I'm looking at my most viewed videos is because, again, there are some videos in here that I'm not proud of, but overall, I will say that some of them actually did do, you know, they did better than I imagined they would. This one, I think because I had the word controversial in there, it suddenly did way better than I thought. So, this is the Enizade reveal video. If you want to find out more about this, then stick to this. So anyway. What is up, everyone? Today, I'm back doing another video. Okay, first of all, okay, here we go. So, controversial, old Lucozade back, better or worse, taste test. Now, I've got to say, this video it was kind of a mixed opinion in my honest eyes. So, anyway, let's go ahead and just jump into it. And this particular video, I'm going to be touching up on a subject which has caused quite a lot of controversy in the last few months. Oh, really? Has it just? 2 years. And that controversy involves Lucozade. Okay, now the first thing I'm noting here is... let me get that gormless face off. The first thing I can notice here is... the first thing you'll notice is when I go silent, suddenly you can hear this like... shh. The thing is, this camera was set to automatic. It was my M3, and I am so stupid for doing that. I mean, I hope you guys can appreciate the change in quality nowadays, because I had no idea what I was doing. But, I mean... it took me some time to learn, but, you know, as you progress on, you learn things very quickly. And, I mean, right now, like, even I did not realise I'd be doing this sort of thing in the future. Like, it was all very unpredictable. I mean, heck, who knows what will happen in the next 5 or 10 years. Maybe I'll be celebrating hitting 1,000 subscribers, maybe even 100,000, maybe even 1 million. I mean, if we could get on the road to 1 million subscribers, that'd be brilliant. And do excuse me a minute. I've got a call from Ryan coming in. Right then, I do apologise on that, because unfortunately Ryan just interrupted me. So yeah. Anyway, let's just jump straight back to the video, shall we? So this is the controversial old Lucozade back, better or worse, taste test. Here we go. New Enizade. Fair to say, like, this whole shot was on a gimbal. It was my, it was the Ewing Crane Plus. I need to get rid of it, to be honest, because it's getting quite, like, I feel like I could do better. But now, before I get into that, I just want to say this is not a sponsored video. So yeah, first thing I can note is everything is so blurry, and it's also, I mean, everything is so overexposed. I look like an albino in this shot, but you can tell there's a big jump in quality, you know, from here and now. Like, you know, how does it look? Like, how do you guys think this looks? But anyway, but this video, I think the reason why it did so well, and the reason why it got about 22 likes, I think it's because, again, this is something that people, you know, this is something that people genuinely thought was the case. Like, I personally hated the fact that they changed it. And actually, this guy, American Pie, he was so cool. Like, genuinely, Jacob Hall as well. Like, some people genuinely thanked me for making this video. They thought I was very informative and, you know, definitely very, like, I was, you know, I was able to touch up on an issue that people had with this new drink. Like, it was disgusting. I didn't like it anymore. Like even now, I still can't touch the drink. But I mean, now they got Enerzade now, and it's fantastic. I actually have some in the background. But apart from that, I can only really say this video it blew me away at the amount of people that decided to comment and say, wow, this actually is fantastic. Like, let me just go back in. I'm going to go ahead and just quickly go to the scene near the end, the extra little bit here. This was 4 weeks later. I'd actually changed everything. I believe this is when I'd learned how to actually do it properly. Hey guys, so this part of the video is actually being filmed about 3 or 4 weeks after the first part, because a few things have happened since then, and I thought I'd just give you a bit of an update. See, so, you can tell here, compared to that last shot, you can tell that the lighting is not half as harsh. Still got the old Fanta in the background there. You know, I gotta love Fanta Zero. It's just, oh my god, I should have one right now. And, oh god, the good old lavalier microphone right there. I love that. The thing is, I think that was when I started using professional audio. Like, that's when I got my Rode Filmmaker kit. And I've got to say, that thing is still with me now. But I haven't used it because I've got the Rode Wireless Go. So again, that might be something else I might give away to Ryan or someone else. I need to sell it, to be fair. But enough jibber-jabbering. You can tell the quality of this is actually not half as bad. The audio is still questionable. Like, I can still hear there's a bit of audible hiss in there, but fair to say, you know, going from this onwards, you know, you can definitely tell there's a huge difference. And here comes the sun. The sun's now making my shot look very bright. But anyway, I do want to say, you know, if you guys have enjoyed this video, for the 100 subscriber special, I definitely did not expect to be making it like this. I was expecting it to be a bit more like, you know, oh, we're going to observe everything like this, like that. And, you know, maybe talk about a few other things. But for a 100 subscriber special, I do want to say, you know, again, to all of you guys, thank you guys so much. I could not have asked for anything more. 100 subscribers, you know, it may not be 1,000, it may not be 1,000,000. I mean, I want to be on the road to 1,000, but again, you know, I never ever will. I'll never tell someone to subscribe. Let's say, you know, you've got to subscribe. I'll always say, you know, if you enjoyed them, make sure you subscribe. But again, you don't have to. If you don't like the video, you just click off the video and leave it at that. Or unless if you're just a hater and you really want to tell them how much you hate them, just leave a dislike. But whatever. And be sure to comment down below if you have any other ideas, or if you want to potentially get in contact with me. My email address will be down below in the description of the video. I'll also be linking a couple of channels as well, just so that I can give them a little bit of a shout out as well. But anyway, next video, I'll be going on I'll be doing a little bit of like a chat, or you could say podcast or show. I'm sort of referring to it as a show. It's just going to be a pilot episode for the time being, but stay tuned for that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Road to 1,000 subscribers. Let's do it.